From the dawn of humanity, we have gazed upon the moon in wonder. This celestial object, so familiar yet so alien, has captivated our imaginations and inspired countless stories, myths, and dreams. For millennia, the moon has been a source of light in the darkness, a beacon for travelers and a timekeeper for civilizations. Its phases, waxing and waning in a celestial dance, have dictated agricultural cycles and religious festivals. The moon, in essence, has been our constant companion, a silent observer to human history unfolding on Earth. Yet it wasn't just its ethereal beauty that captivated us, it was the mystery it held. What was it made of? How did it come to be? And most importantly, could we ever reach out and touch its surface? These questions fueled the dreams of generations, pushing the boundaries of science and imagination. It is no surprise that the moon became a target for our earliest dreams of space travel. Long before the first rockets pierced the sky, storytellers and visionaries imagined fantastic journeys to this celestial neighbor. From ancient Greek myths of moon chariots to the tales of Lucian of Samosata, who wrote of sailing ships carried to the moon by celestial whirlwinds, the human desire to explore the lunar surface has been a constant thread through our collective history. These early imaginings, though fantastical, planted the seeds for the very real journey that humanity would eventually undertake. The desire to break free from Earth's embrace and set foot on another world became a powerful driving force, pushing us to develop new technologies and challenge the limits of human ingenuity. This ambition, passed down through generations, would ultimately lead to one of humankind's greatest achievements, setting foot on the moon. The transition from dreaming about the moon to actually going there required a fundamental shift in our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Early astronomers, such as Galileo Galilei, made groundbreaking observations that challenged the long-held geocentric view of the cosmos, paving the way for a new era of scientific exploration. With the development of telescopes, we began to see the moon not as a perfect celestial orb, but as a world with its own craters, mountains, and vast plains. This shift in perspective, from a celestial object to a potential destination, fueled scientific curiosity and ignited the imaginations of inventors and engineers. Figures like Konstantin Tsiolkovsky and Robert Goddard, considered the fathers of modern rocketry, took the first concrete steps towards making space travel a reality. They developed the fundamental principles of rocket propulsion, laying the groundwork for the powerful machines that would eventually break the bonds of Earth's gravity. The 20th century saw a rapid acceleration in technological development, driven by wartime innovation and fierce competition between nations. The launch of Sputnik, the first artificial satellite to orbit Earth in 1957, marked the beginning of the space age. With this singular event, the dream of reaching the moon transformed from a distant aspiration into a tangible goal. The space race had begun, and the world watched with bated breath as the United States and the Soviet Union poured resources and national pride into their respective space programs. The Apollo program, conceived in the heart of the Cold War, became a testament to human ambition and ingenuity. It was a monumental undertaking, requiring the collective efforts of thousands of scientists, engineers, and technicians. The goal was audacious: to land a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the decade's end. The Apollo program had its share of setbacks and tragedies, but each mission brought us closer to the ultimate goal. Finally, in July 1969, the world held its breath as Apollo 11, carrying astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, embarked on its historic mission. The tension was palpable as the lunar module, aptly named Eagle, began its descent towards the Sea of Tranquility. Millions around the globe huddled around television sets, listening intently to the crackling audio from space. Then the words that would forever be etched in history. Houston, Tranquility Base here, the Eagle has landed. Neil Armstrong's subsequent steps on the lunar surface, broadcast live to a captivated global audience, marked a pivotal moment in human history. It was a giant leap for mankind, a testament to our unyielding spirit of exploration and our boundless capacity for achievement. The impossible had been achieved. We had walked on the moon. A successful failure, Apollo 13. The triumph of Apollo 11 cemented humanity's place as a spacefaring species, But the journey was far from over. Subsequent Apollo missions continued to explore the lunar surface, gathering valuable scientific data and pushing the boundaries of human experience. However, it was Apollo 13, a mission that never actually landed on the moon, which truly captured the world's attention and demonstrated the incredible resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. What began as a routine mission quickly turned into a desperate fight for survival when an oxygen tank exploded, crippling the spacecraft and jeopardizing the lives of the three astronauts on board, Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes, and Jack Swigert. Suddenly, the mission's objective shifted from exploration to getting the crew home alive. With limited power, dwindling supplies, and a damaged spacecraft, the situation seemed dire. Yet, amidst this crisis, the ingenuity and determination of the Apollo 13 crew, supported by the tireless efforts of the ground control team in Houston, shone brightly. Using only the materials they had on board, they improvised solutions, adapted procedures, and worked tirelessly to overcome each obstacle. The world watched with bated breath as the drama unfolded, united in hope and prayer for the safe return of the astronauts. Against all odds, Apollo 13 limped back to Earth, its crew battered but alive. The last footsteps, Apollo 17 and beyond. Despite the success of the Apollo program, political winds shifted, and public interest in lunar exploration waned. The final lunar mission, Apollo 17, touched down on the Moon in December 1972. Eugene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt, the last humans to walk on the lunar surface, spent 3 days conducting experiments, collecting samples, and leaving behind a legacy that would inspire generations to come. As Cernan took his final steps on the Moon, he uttered words that echoed with both finality and hope. "We leave as we came, and God willing as we shall return, with peace and hope for all mankind." Little did he know that it would be decades before humanity would once again set foot on the lunar surface. The post-Apollo era saw a shift in focus for space exploration. The Space Shuttle program, with its reusable spacecraft, promised more routine access to low Earth orbit, paving the way for the construction of the International Space Station, or ISS. This remarkable feat of international collaboration demonstrated the potential for nations to work together towards a common goal in space. While the ISS marked a significant milestone in space exploration, the dream of returning to the Moon and venturing even further never truly died. Scientists and engineers continued to develop new technologies, and a new generation of explorers emerged, eager to pick up the mantle of their Apollo predecessors and push the boundaries of human exploration once more. Artemis, a new generation explores. The 21st century has seen a resurgence of interest in lunar exploration. The Artemis Program, named after the twin sister of Apollo in Greek mythology, signifies a new chapter in our lunar journey. Led by NASA, in collaboration with international and commercial partners, Artemis aims to establish a sustainable presence on the Moon, paving the way for future missions to Mars and beyond. This time, the goal is not just to visit the Moon, but to stay. The Artemis program envisions a future where humans live and work on the lunar surface, conducting scientific research, testing new technologies, and utilizing the Moon's resources to support further exploration. At the heart of the Artemis program is the development of the Space Launch System, or SLS, the most powerful rocket ever built, designed to carry astronauts and cargo to deep space destinations. The Orion spacecraft, designed for crew transportation beyond low Earth orbit, will serve as the crew vehicle for Artemis missions. Artemis also includes the Lunar Gateway, a space station in lunar orbit that will serve as a staging ground for missions to the lunar surface. This time, it is not just about planting a flag and leaving footprints. Artemis aims to establish a lasting legacy of human presence on the Moon, ushering in a new era of lunar exploration. Building a lunar future, bases and beyond. The Artemis program represents a paradigm shift in lunar exploration. The focus is shifting from short-duration sorties to the establishment of a sustained human presence on the Moon, with the ultimate goal of utilizing the Moon as a stepping stone for further exploration of our solar system. This vision includes the construction of permanent habitats on the lunar surface, where astronauts can live and work for extended periods. These lunar bases will not only serve as research outposts, but also as testbeds for technologies and resources that could one day sustain human life on other planets. One of the most exciting aspects of this new era of lunar exploration is the increasing role of international collaboration and commercial partnerships. Space agencies around the world are joining forces to pool their resources and expertise, making Artemis a truly global endeavor. Private companies are also playing a crucial role, developing innovative technologies and providing launch services, making space exploration more accessible and affordable.